uh, because I've been moving since 3 o'clock this morning. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. A lot of people power went out, and so I have my clients going crazy. But I want to welcome you to the Inspiration in 30. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 a.m. So I'm hoping today is Wednesday. And I just want to let you guys know that I am so glad that you always come on and that you join us just to get the inspiration and go ahead and start your day. Whether you going to work, starting going, working in your business, taking the kids to school, or whatever it is, I try to come on and give you that inspiration so that the rest of your day, you have something to think about, something positive to have in your head, and also just to always have someone to come on and tell you how much they love you, how much you are appreciated, that you are doing the right thing for you, and that it is okay to choose you, and it is okay for you to let go of the guilt, and it is okay for you to just do those things that you have in your head that are positive. Don't go out here doing anything negative. Talk about, Gloria inspired me to go ahead and do it. Okay. But our inspiration at 30 is just a reminder to let you know just how powerful you are. And if I can come on at least 3 days a week to remind you of that, then I most definitely will. Okay. I want to let you guys know too that tomorrow we're doing our Seasons of Life workshop. It is not going to be broadcast on Facebook. We are going to do that in our private setting. I told you guys that we have our own platform now. So that will be the opportunity to introduce you guys to the platform and also talk about the seasons of life. So the Seasons of Life workshop is for those who feel like they're not sure what they want to do with their life. Are they stuck? Some of the things that they want to jump out there and do, not sure if it's the right time, and to allow you to understand the season that you're in life right now, to go over the different seasons and how you manage those seasons, and how when you transition into another season. Because what that does is that helps you, lower your suffering, lower your grief, take away that negative thinking as to why things are happening to me, or if things are going great, I hope that they don't go away, or something is around the corner, right? If you understand the seasons of life, then you'll know how to get through them. You'll know how to prepare for them, right? They always say winter is always coming, right? So because of that, you want to be able to manage that. The other thing is that the next week after, we're going to have ant therapy, which is inspired by Dr. Amen with Change Your Brain, Change Your Life. And we're going to do that workshop on how to handle your automatic negative thoughts, those thoughts that come to your mind each and every day, getting you in a position where you start to feel helpless, hopeless, you don't feel good about yourself. How do you actually turn those things around? How do you recognize those things so that you can talk to yourself in a better way? How you become your own best friend so that you can start to talk to yourself in a more kind way so you can start doing things that you want to do, right? So I am very happy that you here, and I'm very happy that you decided to, come on. And one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today is don't keep arguing with people, and don't keep arguing with yourself. Okay. And let me tell you what I mean. Probably right now, with all the things that you want to do, you're trying to do, I don't care if it's losing weight, you got new goals, you're talking about what you're going to give up for the year, you're trying to get over pain, injury, whatever it is, right? And then you got those people who are talking in the background, right? You got those people telling you, "Oh, you can't do this," and "Oh, we'll see how it goes," and "We remember what happened last year," and you know, uh, 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 you trying to be a conspiracy theorist, or you always thinking of ways to do something, where they just putting you down, right? And then you got those people who always sitting up there and they just got something negative to say. right? They got something negative to say about you, your family, where you been, all that stuff. This year, we're not arguing with them people, okay? We're not arguing with them people because what we know and what we understand now is that they ain't got shit to do but be in your business and tell you how messed up their life is, where their life is just as messed up, right? We not falling for the okey doke this year. You gotta hear me. We're not falling for the okey doke this year. We're not falling for that whole thing of, well, last year you said you was going to do this and ain't nothing happened. So damn what? It's going to happen this year, right? Well, you said that 2 years ago, and then you also said you was going to do this, and you was going to buy a house, and you was going to get more money, and you was going to go get that job in your own time, in your own practice. You will get to where you need to be as long as you are making progress along the way. Those people who got something to say, family members, mainly family members, so called friends, the people at the job, all those people, it's time to go ahead and cut that off. And if you can't cut them off, then it's time to put some distance between y'all. Okay? Because see, it will make you second guess yourself the more you keep listening to what they have to say. Because remember, we listen to all of the good things that people say about us, and we take it in and it don't stick. But as soon as one person says something bad about us, and if two or three people say something bad about us, oh, that sticks for life, right? That sticks for life. You still remember what the teacher said about you, that you couldn't read, you couldn't do this, you wasn't going to amount to nothing and all that, right? What your mama said and all of that when you was 5, 6 years old, and it's still sticking with you, and you are in your 30s or 40s or more, right? And you asking yourself, I'm trying to figure out what's holding me back, Gloria. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this thing that I said that I wanted to do for myself. And that is have more time. Get up and write this book. Get up and really put myself out there. I don't know how I'm going to do that where I don't have no support. Let me tell you something. Sometimes, and a lot of people don't want to hear this, okay? Sometimes you have to walk a journey alone so that you can meet new people along the way. I said this last year. The people who are in your life right now, all those friends and people you know, is who you used to be, right? Or who you are right now. But what happens is you hear something different. You see something different. You digest something different because you know that there's something wrong and you have this awakening. And then when you try to spread that new message and knowledge to these friends and family members, they can't hear you. They telling you what you going out being so ambitious for, where I know you don't do nothing but sit in the house all day smoking. Why you want to sit up there and go out and try to do something in your life at this moment in time, knowing that you're 60 years old? It's a little bit too late, don't you think? Why do you think that you need or you deserve to go meet somebody? Child, you one husband already died. You probably just want to go and understand that you just want to be alone. And you just gonna have to figure out how to be alone. Look at me. I'm doing it. Mm-mm. We ain't doing that, right? You start to get complacent when you listen to what other people is saying about you, the negative things. Well, they don't know you. They know what they see. They know what you've been. They know who you were. They don't know that fire and everything that you carry in you. They don't know fully those dreams that you have inside of you. And if they do, and they trying to tear you down, don't argue with them people because it's a waste of time. Again, they don't have anything going on with their life. And they want you to stay where they are. They don't mean it, okay? Listen to me. They not purposely trying to tear you down. They not purposely trying to tell you, you ain't shit. And I remember when we used to be smoking and drinking and this and that, and now, you want to become high and mighty. They not doing that on purpose. What they saying is, whatever you heard, whatever you saw, and whatever it is that you trying to do now, you think you're going to be better than me, and I can't accept that. Because I know that you are just like me. And you have to throw up your hands and say, I might have been, but not anymore. Not anymore. And I'm not going to sit up here and argue with you and justify why I believe that I'm going one way and you going another. And trust me, this might be people so close to you. This could be your mama, okay? This can be your daddy, your close grandma, whoever. And what you got to know and understand is that, trust me, most of them believe that they are coming from a positive place where they tell you, why would you go out there and do that and try that? If something happened to you and all this, don't come running back here like you did last time. Don't sit up here and ask me for no money. Don't come and sit up here and think somebody else is going to take care of you. They're not saying that out of anger. They going off of their experience with you. You get it? Because for so long, you've been starting and stopping and hoping and praying and promising and breaking promises and breaking hearts and doing all that, where they just don't have the faith. And what that does is that when they tell you that, it makes you not have faith because you have a relationship with this person and you believe that they should have your back no matter what. So you start to doubt yourself and you start arguing with yourself, saying maybe they're right. Well, maybe I don't need to do this. Maybe I do need to save my money. You got to understand that when you walk this life, it is important that not only you get the knowledge, but you surround yourself around people who are going to believe in you, because in the beginning you're going to need it. You're going to need it. Okay? You're changing. The only thing that makes life exciting is when you're growing and you're making progress. When you're growing and you're making progress, you are experiencing different things, different people. You feel like you're not stuck. You believe that the world is great, right? But you won't be able to have that if you keep arguing with these people who are just trying to keep you right where you are, and they don't mean to. Now, some mean to, because they're afraid that if you leave, then their life really ain't going to be anything. Okay? But most of the time, they believe that they giving you good sound advice. And what I'm trying to tell you is you need to figure out what you want for yourself, and you make your decision and you stand on that. Okay? You stand on that. And whatever that decision is, that becomes your standard as to how you move forward, either in one area of your life or multiple areas in your life, right? I had to get rid of plenty of people in my life that I loved, but I just knew that they weren't good for me. And you know what I learned too, y'all? Sometimes when the people want to walk away and you don't want them to, even though it hurts you, you got to let them go. Because it's much harder to cling on to something or somebody that don't want you, right? Than to just suffer the heartbreak of letting them go. I would rather go through the grief of not having them because I know this too shall pass than trying to fight and to hold on and be miserable. You got to hear me, right? You got to hear me. I would rather go through the grief because I know that it won't last long than hold on to something and it makes me miserable. Okay? You don't have to argue with people about how smart you are. You don't have to sit up here and argue with people about how beautiful you are, or they talk about the way you look, how much money you have. You don't have to argue with them people. Those people at your job that you know is not doing what they supposed to do, and you know you deserve a little bit more, you don't have to argue with them people. There's jobs everywhere. Upgrade your skills and go for it. Have faith in yourself and know and understand how powerful you are and go get what you want. Can you hear me? Remember, all this stuff out here, people, including yourself, are looking out for themselves. You want a good life. You want a life where you are at peace. In order to get that, you can't be sitting up here arguing with people about your life. They don't walk in your shoes every day. And if they paying your bills and they living with you, they're still not you. They can't they can't interpret your true feelings. They don't walk in your body. They can't think for you. They can't lose weight for you. They can't do none of that. Don't argue with people who believe that they doing you a favor by holding you back. You want to go back to school and they keep telling you why you want to go ahead and spend all that money and go back to school right now. Why don't you wait a little bit and all that stuff? Just go back to school. If you fail, so what? You go and you try again. If you decide that when you do go and you do the work, your life is busy and it's just not the right time, and you need to start another semester or another time, so what? They're not right. I told you you shouldn't have did this, and I told they're not right. You don't need to feel guilty about that. You just go back to the drawing board. Look at your plan. Because what you did was is you just took the step. You took the step. And it allowed you to see what life is really like. And maybe you need to make some more adjustments so that you can go back and finish. You get what I'm saying? Don't argue with people who are not walking in your shoes. Please. Don't argue with people who is not living your life and who has not been through what you've been through. The reason why you're here, remember, is because all of the stuff that you've grown through in your life and it has gotten you to this point. That does not mean, everybody, that you stop growing because you believe you 50 years old. What you do is you figure out how you can deal with you, right? How can you figure out how you can be more loving and kind to you? So when these people do say these things, you can brush them right off. And you can just say, that's just my aunt. That's just how she acts. That's just her attitude. That's just how she believes about herself in the world. It rubs right off you. They could say your name 10,000 times, call you all kind of names. You don't care because you know who you are. You're discovering what you like. Their words don't mean shit. Okay? I gotta go, but I want to let you know that I love you guys. Please look out for the Seasons of Life. You should be able to see that on our Facebook. If you're on YouTube, go to our website. We should have it there, imlovingme.net. If not, go on our Instagram, go on our Facebook. You'll be able to see it there with the registration link. Please get involved. That's what I say. Get involved. Get around a sisterhood that will support you and love you and remind you of the things that you're feeling inside, right? Those things that you're feeling is true. You can have it. You just got to do a little bit of work. Okay?